What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Enter the Matrix. It's actually been quite a while since I recorded last because I recorded so much video that I just had such a backlog of things to work on and upload that I just decided that, you know what, it's best to put off recording for a little while so that I just don't fill up my hard drive with videos, since it does record in AVI, and AVI is a pretty large file. So each video's more than a gig, and I have quite a lot of video between No One Lives Forever, Contract Jack, and this game. There's just so much footage that basically it just takes up quite a bit of space on my hard drive. Not that it really takes up all the space, but still. I wanted to clean it up a little bit, so I decided to just put off recording for a little while until I get close to basically where I was when I previously recorded. And in this game, I'm about 2 levels behind now, so that's a pretty good place to come back and record again. Of course, No One Lives Forever, I'm still uploading that, so I probably won't be recording any more Contract Jack until I actually start uploading that game, but that's another story. Anyway, so last time we finished off the chateau level in the... I'm not even entirely sure where it's supposed to be exactly. I mean, obviously it's a program, but I mean just like what kind of simulation, what part of like the world is simulated by that chateau? Like, what location is simulated? Like, is it the French Alps or something like that? I mean, I know the mansion is owned by the Merovingian, who happens to be French, so maybe the French Alps? I don't know. But regardless of where it is, if you guys recall back from the sewer level, at the end of that, we got we got rescued by the Keymaker after we got attacked by agents, and he told us that he has a key that only the One, aka Neo, should use, otherwise it'll bring about the end of the world. But then we got ambushed by 2 dudes who, I believe the names are Cain and Abel. We got ambushed by them, they took the Keymaker, and we were basically tasked with going to find him. And as Ghost, Niobe split up went in her direction, and then as Ghost, we had to go to the roof of the chateau to pick up a cell signal so we can contact somebody. And, fought a bunch of zombies, werewolf zombies, or not zombies, vampires, since we had to stake them in the heart in order to kill them. Did that, went underground because Niobe ended up getting captured by the Merovingian, and, we escaped. But we got pursued by the twins from The Matrix Reloaded. Those pasty, white-skinned, extremely pale, cornrowed haired people who happen to drive an Escalade. So that's what we're doing now. The level is called Under the City. I guess technically it would be the level that's called Under the City, or the section of the game, whatever you want to call it. And our objective is basically to escape the twins. So, let's get on that. Twins in pursuit. And yes, this is a driving level, so basically all we're doing is shooting. Because, I mean, as Ghost, you basically do just shooting. And unfortunately, Niobe is even more of a horrible driver than, as I explained back in the Aqueduct level. Driving mechanics aren't exactly the best in this game, since this isn't a driving game of any kind. Driving is already pretty bad in and of itself, but combine it with a horrible AI, and it's 100 times worse. You saw how bad she drove back in the street level after we escaped the post office and we had to run away from the cops. You saw how bad she drove there, and there was an open road being under the city. Yep, they're just... I'm probably gonna expect to die a lot. Simply because Niobe just... The AI of Niobe just cannot drive. She cannot drive. As bad as the driving mechanics are, it's 100 times worse when the AI is driving because she just crashes into every little corner. Everything she could possibly crash to, she does. It's kind of ridiculous, but... You know, what can you do? It's just the way the game works. See? She literally just... She went from crashing into that to crashing into this pillar right here, like 2 feet away. And the worst part about it is, technically, that... And the worst part about it is... While I'm supposed to be shooting and taking, like... Getting the twins off our backs, that really doesn't do anything. Because they're just constantly shooting, so it's not like police, where I can shoot them and blow them up and get them off my back. I can't do that with the twins, because... I mean, they're basically permanently on our tail, since, I mean, the objective of the level is to escape. So while shooting may or may not really push them back a little bit, I'm not even entirely sure if it's because they're just crashing or because the game... That's part of the gameplay of this level, is if you shoot them, you kind of sort of push them back. But... It makes it so much harder because Niobe just crashes into everything, so you really can't escape. Like, when you're playing as Niobe, it's a lot easier because you're controlling the vehicle. So, it's a bit easier. I mean, look at this. She crashed into a wall and she's not even moving. And they only have 8% health. And of course, in the car levels, your health doesn't... Either in boss fights... Well, I think some Really? Really? Like, you could not pass that stupid car. This... I'm telling you, this is just... It's pretty funny how bad it is. How bad the AI is at driving in this game. It's funny and kind of unbelievable as well. You'd think that the AI would be a lot more intelligent than it is. Of course, the level is fairly... I mean, it's not too long, but it's kind of long in terms of how crappy she drives. Don't need to worry about the cops. The cops really don't do much. It's the twins that you need to worry about. And look, it's even harder to shoot them when you're freaking spinning around every little which way. You see what I mean? Like, they're shooting me. They're not going anywhere. See, I'm shooting them, but they're not backing away. And she's not even moving. Alright, well, I'm gonna do one more attempt, and then I'm just gonna cut it until cut it to the end of this, because, well, it's just gonna be over and over and over again, I'm telling you. There's no point in me showing everything, especially since the level is basically just this. There's nothing really happening at all other than you just driving down this underground street until you make a turn at some point, which I don't even know when that happens. It just, at some point, just sparks is like, oh, take this turn on the right, and you end up turning, and that's basically the end of the level. So nothing really special happens. So you're not really gonna miss much if I cut it. And I mean, if there was something to miss, I would obviously cut it to that spot, but there really isn't. So when I eventually, inevitably die, considering that she just cannot drive straight for once, not crash into every pole that you could possibly hit on the way there. I'll just meet you back at the end of the level. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not even gonna bother shooting them because there's really no point in shooting them. It's gonna do absolutely nothing. See? I knew it was gonna be inevitable when I finally die, so I'm just gonna meet you guys back at I'm just gonna meet you guys when the level ends. So, see you in a bit.